So did you hear Stellar Blade 2 got announced?
Oh man, she's back. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind I'd like to meet. Pretty woman, I can't believe you. You're not the truth. No one could look as good as you.
Dun, 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 dun. I actually don't
Mercy.
know. I don't know any lyrics to that song. I only know it from
That's
Dumb
all you
and
needed
Dumber.
to know. Well, yeah, I was on a reminiscent tour of some old movies, and Stellar Blade 2 got announced, and I just got that little whimsical, Sweet Baby Roy idea. So Pretty
Nice.
Woman it was.
Nice. Well, I guess I should do the intro. Welcome everyone to another episode of Flock of Geeks Gaming. I am your host, Kester, and with me as always is the handsome, the wonderful Defense.
Oh wow! Thank you very much.
I thought I'd pump you up this week.
Yeah, I feel good. That felt great.
Yes.
That felt wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, so a fun show this week. Bunch of stuff kind of got announced. We don't have footage of anything, but there are a bunch of leaks. Bunch of announcements of games coming. Some funny stuff happening with Monster Hunter and Street Fighter. And then we're going to talk. I got Onimusha, so I was going to give my thoughts on that. I also played the Blades of Fire demo and decided not to get Blades of Fire, so maybe we can talk about that.
Yes, that would be odd. We could talk about our just texting back and forth for a couple days, and we could discuss. That was funny.
And then we both ended up getting the Tainted Grail instead, so that's going to be our first impressions of the Tainted Grail.
Yeah, a real random game that I saw Co-Carnage streaming on Twitch, and I was like, what the fuck? And it's really kind of neat, so I'm excited to talk about it.
Kind of did come out of nowhere, because this was not on my radar at all, so
Same.
my finger was nowhere near the pulse. So I do want to start here, because I just think this is funny. I don't know if you saw, Street Fighter is currently crossing over with Overwatch, so they have Street Fighter costumes in Overwatch.
Yes, I did notice this on the Twitter. I noticed a couple weird pictures where I was like, these are cool. Oh, these are real.
Yeah, they were real. That's what shocked me. I thought they were mods, but no, these are actually real. So I was going to start playing Overwatch just to play, Street Fighter characters.
So do you think there is a perfect crossover that you've seen that you're like, yeah, that makes the most sense?
Of the characters? Widowmaker Cammy is really good.
Oh! Yeah, especially even just pose-wise. It's like you don't even have to do anything.
Yeah, it's a similar victory pose out of both of them. I like the Juno Chun-Li as well.
Okay.
And then they're all Mecha Dawson,
who's
dude.
Tracer?
I don't think Tracer has one.
Oh.
I could be wrong.
Who's Dawson?
Who do you think? Zenyatta.
Oh, fuck. Wow, that took a while. I just, he, turned into Adam Warlock for me. That's terrible. Sorry, Zen.
Yeah, Mecha Dawson. So that's cool, but I think
that is fucking awesome.
The hilarious one is they're putting Akuma into Monster Hunter as a playable character. Did you see that?
Dude, I did. I was, watching something, and there was a Chun-Li outfit, and then behind her was just Akuma. I'm like, is he in Monster Hunter now?
Yeah, they're going to put him into Monster Hunter. It makes me almost want to play more Monster Hunter, even though we did not care for that game.
Yeah, it was so mid. It was so mid.
Yeah, it's weird, because I've already forgotten that game came out this year, and it was a big deal at the time.
It was a huge deal. And, they just kind of butchered it, in my opinion. There's just nothing there for me. I would honestly just rather go play the first one again, Worlds.
Yeah, I have no desire to play it, but I will play it if you put fucking Akuma in it.
Yeah, can you just punch monsters?
Yeah,
are they actually going to give him a moveset?
Yeah, he looks like he has all the moves, man. You can fucking Hurricane kick him and Shoryuken him. It's all there, at least from the trailer.
That's awesome, because they did this with Ryu in Worlds, but he only had, the Shoryuken, emote, and it would do, 1 damage to the monster. It was just kind of a showboat thing. So if they actually add in That would be sick. You could just combo break the monsters.
Yeah, I have no idea because it's like all I really saw was the trailer, and I haven't played Monster Hunter in a while. I'd have to like reinstall it, and I'm not sure I'm doing that.
Yeah, we'll see. And how much is this? This isn't free.
I have no idea. I didn't like look at a price or anything. I don't even know when it's coming out. I just saw the trailer and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it is really good. I mean, I appreciate that Capcom's just kind of living in their own world and just stealing from themselves. I think that that's a smart move, and it kind of keeps everyone invested in your like, you know, your gaming atmosphere. So like Street Fighter fans will want to obviously go and play that stuff, like you said. But it was just kind of weird to see that. I'm just like, is this Monster Hunter with Chun-Li?
Yeah.
I'm like, what's going on?
And I, as a Street Fighter fan, am just kind of like pissed off that Street Fighter is getting all this content in games that aren't Street Fighter. It's like, where's
That is such a fair thing. That is such a fair thing to say. Like, you're trying to bring in new players. What about the people that want to play your fucking game now?
Yeah, like I want Costume 4, but I can't get it, but I can get Chun-Li in Overwatch now, and I can get Akuma in Monster Hunter, but I can't get another outfit for a Cammy in Street Fighter. Like, let's go. Do something here, people.
Right. It's like Overwatch and Monster Hunter have like, even Monster, it's like superior customization to Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
And they're getting even more.
It's like, stop putting Street Fighter in everything and fucking make some costumes for Street Fighter. Like, that was the biggest thing that kept Street Fighter alive, was how many costumes it had.
Oh my god, I can't believe. I just don't get why they're not. They should just double down on costumes. Like every week, just come out with some cool costumes that are like $1.
Yeah, I don't know why. They're really dropping the ball.
No one tries that idea either. I've not seen that live service idea of just like literally dropping a costume for like 99 cents and have like separate teams working on costumes at the same time. You're dropping 4 or 5 a month. Like, easy peasy money maker.
Yeah, do something. Like, Street Fighter has these fucking avatars, those Street Fighter 6 that you play in that World Tour mode, and they release so much shit for them, but not the actual characters in the game. It makes no sense.
I will say, I think that shit is so dumb. I have no interest in customizing that, but I do think it's hilarious when Maximilian Dude does those freak battles.
Yeah, the freak battles are fun.
He's like, calling all the freaks. And like he gets the freak battles going. But like, I don't need that in my game. That is literally the only part of that I like. Is like
it's good
Maximilian
for content.
freak battles. Yeah, like that's so like yeah. And I kind of felt the same way about like most of customization of silly shit. Like even in Tekken, I think some of the stuff you could do is just asinine ridiculous, but I guess at least you can do it.
Yeah, Tekken has a better customization. Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's cool making your characters dress up. Like Street Fighter, it's just like you can only really customize your NP, your playable character that you create, and it's stupid. I want some actual outfits, not Akuma and fucking Monster Hunter.
Are you mentally, it seems like you're kind of mentally preparing for Street Fighter again. Is that the case?
What do you mean?
Like to jump back into
Oh yeah, next week Elena comes out, or a week and a half Elena, and then I'm getting back into Street Fighter 6. I want to play Elena. She looks fun.
Hell yeah. I love when Kester goes Street Fighter. It's just it's like a different it's like a beast mode.
Yeah, I'm more intense. Like I'm trying to get things done. There's a lot of anger. I carry around too much anger though. It's like
it's almost like you're like training in boxing now. You're like getting all your your wiggles out on Street Fighter.
Yeah, I have been practicing my combos again. I'm getting psyched up to play Elena when she comes out in 2 weeks. So, yeah, one thing we could talk about, I didn't even think about, is speaking of Overwatch, Marvel next week, Friday, is the season 2.5 and Marvel, and Ultron's coming out. Did you see him?
Yeah, I did look. I've still been dabbling in Rivals randomly. Like a couple friends will just like message me at 10:30 and be like, "Can you play for a couple rounds?" So I've still been playing it and having a pretty decent time. I did see Ultron, and Pete, like the first video I saw was this guy sucks and he needs a buff.
That's
But
what everyone's saying.
I know, but I don't know, man. The dude has no range. Like he has infinite range.
Yeah, his damage just seems bad as a healer is my thing. So people will be like, "Oh, we got 2 healers." No, we don't. We have an Ultron. Like they should have just made him a DPS, but do we really need a 4th flying DPS? I'm sick of these flying DPS anyway.
So you think that they were just like, we need a flying strategist, like we can't not do it. Yeah, I always thought it would. I mean, Ultron, in my opinion, he's just super powerful. Why wouldn't he just be like a glass cannon DPS? So I thought it was a weird take in general, but I don't know. I haven't played him. I can't tell you. It looks like he only has one way to heal, which is, very, very questionable. So you're looking at do you play 3 support with Ultron or just pick a DPS?
Yeah, I think that's what he is going to be. It's like you can play him, but you're going to need 2 like dedicated healers for him to work. And at that point, why would you play him over Storm or Iron Man?
Yeah, unless there's a wicked team up we don't know about. Yeah,
he has one with Iron Man. It doesn't look that devastating, but it makes Iron Man better.
Oh, okay. Of course. Yeah. What the fuck is up with Iron Man just getting all of the team ups all the time?
That is a good point. Like he has too many. He's losing the Hulk one, but I'm just sick of him in my games. I'm sick of the Flyers in this game in general.
I am too. They're literally just like pests. They're like gnats.
Yeah,
fucking annoying.
Yeah, and I've been playing pretty much nothing but Emma, so I can't do anything about them.
But when you do get a hold of them, dude, when you choke slam Storm, like that feels so good.
It is so satisfying. I'm sad.
You're like, come here, bitch, and you just like, take her to the ground.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that they are nerfing Emma. Like, I feel like she deserves one, but like. The one nerf where her kick does less damage and it does less damage when they hit the wall, I feel like that one's big.
That's stupid, dude.
Yeah,
like, I think that's not an easy thing to pull off, and it's like it's all about positioning, and that's kind of like the tank's forte. And if you take away that kick into objects, I've killed so many support and DPS with that move.
Yeah, it's a breakpoint thing where whenever they reduce the damage of that, you're not actually going to get the kill sometimes now, so that could be a problem. Increasing the length of her beam seems cool, but they decrease the damage her shield can absorb as well, so I still think she'll be good, but I think we're going back to Magneto Strange as the tanks, and I don't know, that's kind of boring.
I honestly, every time I see Strange, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's just gonna float away and come back 3 seconds later.
Yeah,
like that's
stupid.
what he's gonna do. And Magneto, I don't hate Magneto because he's just kind of a sitting duck, and you kind of feel bad for him, but he does get the work done.
Yeah, it's weird. There are like a lot of good changes this season, and then some where I'm like, that was a bad idea. The Squirrel Girl changes are a bad idea. Like Squirrel Girl,
are they buffing her?
Yeah, she didn't need a buff.
What?
Yeah,
no, she does not.
That's a bad idea. The Punisher changes are a bad idea. I don't know why they nerfed Psylocke so hard. Maybe at high levels she's that good, but in my games, Psylocke doesn't do much.
No, she's on the board just as much as everyone else, but it's nothing crazy. I haven't seen an outstanding Psylocke in weeks, months, maybe.
Yeah, you see them every once in a while, but I play a lot and I rarely see them. I'm glad they're nerfing.
Spider-Man's been around.
Yeah, they're nerfing him, Cap, and Iron Fist, buffing all the snipers. So it looks like we're going to like a double shield sniper meta thing. So that might, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Ultron doesn't excite me, and
it's weird. Ultron does excite me because, like, if I was going to pick a flying character, it would probably be Ultron. But, and like some of his moves that I saw, like I love the fact that he could just kind of snipe from miles away.
Yeah, that's neat.
It is neat. I think he has potential. I just don't agree with it. Like like his moveset, in my opinion, doesn't match up with who he is. Like they could have given this moveset to someone else.
Yeah, it doesn't really feel like he's an all-powerful force of destruction.
Yeah, he's like you're optimally like flying miles away in safety with him at this point, and it's like that's stupid.
Yeah, I just play this game to goon, so it's like I'm not playing him.
Right, I get it. Yeah, I'll give him a shot. Undeniably, I'll probably give him a shot, but I don't. Nah, I'll probably stick to my other people.
Yeah.
Emma and Invisible Woman are the ones I go to.
I'm usually Emma, Invisible Woman, or Luna. That's about it. That's all I really play anymore. I mainly just play Emma because she's so cool.
Yes. And everyone loves you, and you never get flack for being her.
Nah,
like
she's good.
It's just
she's
a
fun.
good time.
She is the funnest tank, at least that I've played. But once again, she's the only female tank, so she's the only one I played.
Yeah, Penny, you can have some fun with if you know what you're doing. I think with the webbing people, you could really piss off a whole team pretty quick.
Yeah, that's more of a robot, though.
Oh yeah, true.
I'm
just saying as like a tank fun wise, like I have fun with her and Emma a lot.
Yeah, I haven't really tried any of the other ones. Like I said, I'm there to goon, and that can bring us to the game announcement. So it's official. There was an earnings call with the stockholders, and Stellar Blade 2 is coming. And they said it's sooner than you think. It might be next year.
Yeah, it's looking like it was a 2-year development cycle, which is like blowing people away. But I don't really. If you look at it, they didn't do any DLC other than like the Nier Automata things.
Yeah, it was nothing but outfits.
Right. So they just did cosmetic stuff, which is cool. They probably just were like, this game did better than we anticipated. Make this a full-fledged sequel now, not just DLC. Which, fuck it. I mean, if you're going to add more content, and if it's good enough, we got to be careful, though. We've been stifled before where we pay full price for what seems to be a DLC.
Yeah, that has happened before, but I think I
don't feel like it's going to happen here.
No, I don't either, because like you already have the model for Eve, so it's perfect. You don't really have to do anything there. So it's probably just like environmental designs and story. Like I don't know where this story goes from here. Like because I got both endings. I don't know which ending they're going to go with. I'm guessing the good ending where her and Adam merge.
Right, but like isn't that I guess spoilers guys, but it's an old game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but isn't she technically not Eve anymore then? Aren't they just like a singular entity? I didn't beat it, so I don't quite know, but from what you told me it sounded like they became one.
Yeah, they become one. She absorbs them and she gains like new powers. And then
she absorbs him. I thought she like transformed into like an angel with him or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. They like merge.
Oh, okay.
And then she just becomes like an angel. And then a bunch of, I can't remember what the orbiting station was called, just sends down a bunch of like Eva units to like attack her. So the end is you just killing a bunch of other Eves.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm guessing
nothing less. That's great.
Yeah, the sequel's going to be like you at war with the mother station, which I can't remember what it was called. You would think beating the game 3 times, I would remember.
No, dude, we discussed this. You blacked out. It's
okay. I did black out. I wasn't.
It's okay.
I was just like staring with drool coming out of my mouth, like barely conscious, playing this game 3 times.
Well, the PC port's coming out in a week or 2, I believe.
14 days. I'm counting.
Yeah. So yeah, I have decided I am officially going to get the PC port. I'm going to finish this fucking game.
Oh, that is full price from what I've heard.
I said I'm going to buy this fucking game.
Yeah.
I'm going to goon once again.
Oh, man, it's a good game. I like the game minus the goon factor. I think it's a fun game.
Yeah. Oh, you mean even minus? Yeah, taking that out of it is a good game. And I agree. I think that the boobs overshadowed. Like, it was just the whole game was shadowed by tits and butt. But really, it's an outstanding action game. Like, if you play by its rules and figure it out, it's a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's one of those games, though, where you have the moves that are just too overpowered. So at a certain point, you don't have to play the combat like it wants you to, you know what I mean? Like, you could parry and dodge and do all this, or you could just spam your special moves over and over again.
Yeah, if you do a build where your abilities are just coming back all the time, yeah, you don't really even have to play the game. I mean, touche. I try to play, like, Nude Eve with Parry Goddess, and it's intense, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's real intense if you actually try to do that. And it's pretty well done with combos as well. There's so much I liked in that game. I even like the fishing a lot in that game.
I never even got to it, dude. And I didn't even know it was in there until, like, I, like, kind of moved on. So I'm like, fuck. Another reason I have to go back.
Oh, you have to do the fishing, too. You have to, like, do all of it to get the best outfit. Or at least the skimpiest outfit, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Not minus the DLC ones are pretty skimpy as well.
Plus, we're going to get, 25 brand new outfits?
Yeah, for the PC version.
Port. Yeah. So.
Yeah, everything about this game is good. So I'm excited to get another one. I am interested to see where they go with the story, because the first game, a lot of people didn't really care for the story in that one, but I thought it was fine. I mean, it was very predictable, but it was still pretty good. Like
I remember distinctly when we hung out it was like a week after you beat it. I was like, so what's the story like? You're like, it wasn't very good. But then you explained it, and then you're like, actually, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's one of those, what you think about it. You're like, oh, that was pretty neat.
Yeah, better than I thought it was. I did like what they went with there. Yeah,
it's actually better
it's like
than
a little
I thought it was.
It's a little cliche, but not as cliche as I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the important thing is she's probably gonna have all kinds of new outfits in this one. I'm hoping she has the angel wing one too as her default.
Is that would that be new?
No, but that's what she turns into at the end of the first one.
Oh, I gotcha.
Just cleavage for days in that outfit.
It just goes down to it. Yeah,
yeah, it does.
That's awesome.
It's the cleavage for days outfit. I don't even know if it was. I think you unlock it. I don't know. There's just so many outfits in that game. It's even hard to change through them. You're like, oh, I'm gonna switch my outfit. You have to look through like 45 different outfits. Hopefully that's what they're making the sequel for. We're doubling the number of outfits. It's gonna be like 80 to 85 outfits.
101 outfits.
I can't wait. I'll black out and play it 4 or 5 times.
Every time you save, you can literally change your outfit. It'll be new every time.
Yeah.
But you won't remember.
No, you don't remember. You just remember that you had fun and you were horny.
Dude, our Stellar Blade 2 review is going to be like, I think it was great.
I think it was great, but man, were her eyes beautiful.
I'm gonna stream it, so I'll at least have video evidence of me blacking out, going into a coma.
You go into a trance. She's just so hypnotically beautiful.
She is. I mean, she is, and I hate that. Anyone that says otherwise, get the fuck out of here. Lara Croft was hot.
Yeah.
Samus is hot. This girl's hot. She's selling copies. I'm gonna buy it full price because she's hot.
I'm gonna buy it
again.
Sue
me.
Yeah, sorry, I like pretty girls.
Sorry, I like pretty girls in good games.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo. Next, okay, we'll move on to so this was leaked as well. They're working on Cyberpunk 2.
I'm actually kind of surprised by this a little bit, I think.
Possibly.
I just didn't see that. I don't know, I just didn't see any kind of rumor. That would be like us hearing rumors of Red Dead Redemption 3 right now.
Yeah, that is true. I don't...
because, Witcher 4 is not even out. We haven't really seen much about it. And
no, we haven't even seen gameplay of Witcher 4 yet.
Yeah. So I don't know. This is surprising to me. I didn't know if they were even going to make a Cyberpunk 2. I mean, it did blow up, but I didn't know if they were going to jump into it yet.
Well, I mean, it makes sense after The Witcher. But, I mean, after the last Witcher, they went with a new property. So there is, like... It's so hard in this day and age, man, when you have a bankable brand like this to not make the sequel, you know?
Yeah, once you're hitting other medias like, you know, shows and movies and stuff, it's hard not to keep it going.
I never watched that show. Did you watch it?
The Cyberpunk one?
Yeah.
No, but I heard it was, like, better than the game.
Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, but for some reason I never watched it. And I'm an anime guy, so it doesn't make any sense.
I think there's in my heart and soul, I feel like it was just kind of like I don't know. They shouldn't have fucked the game up, dude. Like I just kind of want to sit down and be like, I'd have probably watched this if you didn't fuck your game up real bad.
Yeah.
And then I'd walk out the room. Like I don't know why everybody's giving like I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. I like the original Cyberpunk. I'm pretty excited I'd play another one. But
I can't get into it. I can't. I've tried 6 times, dude.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. I get into it, but I tap out at like 20, 30 hours. I'm just like, okay, I've seen this. This is what this is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it becomes look at where's the waypoint. I'm going that way. I'm going to pick the best gun. I'm done. I don't care. I don't even care if I put a skill point into here. I'm done.
Yeah, that is the problem with a lot of like open world games. It's like it's weird which ones click for you and which ones don't. Like, because we're going to talk about Tainted Grail, and what you just said is pretty much the game loop of that game, but I like that one, whereas this one didn't do anything. Right. I like Skyrim, don't really like Oblivion. I liked Avowed, but I couldn't do Kingdom Come. So it's just...
Why? I hate Tears of the Kingdom, but I love Breath of the Wild. They're the exact opposites of my Zelda rankings. Yeah. It's the same fucking game.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, I don't know why I wouldn't like... I don't like Cyberpunk that much, but I like Borderlands, and Borderlands is just Cyberpunk with less customization. You know what I mean?
And like, yeah, and like some cell shading.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's the same with like Fallout. I don't particularly like Fallout, but I like Elder Scrolls. So it's like, why is Cyberpunk one of those games where it's just doesn't do it for you? Like I couldn't even put my finger on it.
Yeah, I don't. A lot of people say you just got to keep playing, but I'm like, I feel like once I get to the port where I keep playing, I'm going to stop caring about what the game wants me to care about.
Yeah, and I really
it switches up. I just want to beat it now.
Yeah, I really like that it has Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, me too.
And I like my character. I thought it was good character creation. Driving around the city eventually gets stupid to me. It's like Grand Theft Auto. I don't want to drive around a city. Like, I don't know what it is about that. And then at a certain point, you're right. It's like I guess when I'm playing a first-person shooter like this, you'd much rather, for me, have an experience like Doom compared to this.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, exactly. You're trying to put like a really badass cyberpunk battling system into like this weird open world situation that never clicks for me. Like I've seen it click for other people, but it just doesn't work.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people who love this game. Your nephew loves this game.
I know, and well, that's the other one. He watched the anime and said it made him want to play Cyberpunk and push through the beginning and beat it. Says he actually had a similar experience as me. He just kind of was like, it's okay. I see where it's coming from and why you would like it. But he said the anime like pushed him so that because he enjoyed the lore so much.
Yeah, like bunch of people I work with love this game. The only reason I got this game too was I accidentally bought it. Like I somehow put it in my cart. You ever do that? And then I bought another game.
Dude, Oh, dude, I've been like perusing the store and I like, just check it out and I accidentally added it in. Yeah. And I'm like, why is my fucking card $175?
Yeah, like sometimes with the PlayStation, it's so quick when you hit buy. You're just like not even paying attention. I ended up buying this game because like I originally didn't even want to try it because Cyber Grand Theft Auto by the people that made The Witcher just seemed terrible to me. Because
that sounds like the worst game ever made for you.
For me. I don't like The Witcher. I don't like Grand Theft Auto. And I kind of like cyber stuff sometimes, like your Ghost in the Shell aesthetic. But I will say that it was better than I thought it was going to be, but I couldn't get through it. So I don't know if I even care about a sequel.
Yeah, I think a huge thing for me is immersion in these guys. Like, how if I get immersed at all in any capacity, and in Cyberpunk I couldn't because I hated the main character. I don't think they did a bad job. I just didn't like the cut of their jib. I didn't like the way they talked to people. I thought they were rude. Seriously,
your character.
Yeah, V was a dick bag, and I couldn't play as the female. There's the other thing. There's certain games in open world games where I can I'll play a female or a male. In this game, I had to play the male because it just felt like the game wanted you to, and then it wanted you to be the street rat, smart guy. Because I tried all other openings, and I'm like, these don't make much sense, but the street smarts one does. And yeah, I just hated the cut of his jib. I'm like, I don't like any of these responses. Can I walk away?
I've never had that happen where I'm just like, I hate the blank slate character.
Well, he's not even, but he had a voice and stuff.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
He does have a voice.
And it's not a bad voice actor. I don't like it, but I don't think he did a bad job. And yeah, he's just too I don't know, flowy gangster talk for me in a game like this. I don't know. I don't like it. I wish I could have changed it or not had a voice at all. I'd have rather had no voice. And maybe I'd actually like the game better because I want to punch myself every time I look at the mirror.
I like the way my girl looked from what I remember about that game. And you could walk around naked. So that was something.
Could.
That was something.
Yeah, that was something. I mean, I'll give it to him. That was something. Yeah. They're pushing some standards. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it really was impressive. It was an impressive game. It just did nothing for me.
Yep.
It was better
than
up
there with me. Yeah, it's a Horizon for me. I get it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I would say I like Horizon a little better. I'm trying to think of where I'd put this because it's I at least want to say I played 20 hours of it before I was just like, nah, I've seen enough. And I think it's too much driving in cars did it for me.
Yeah, I don't when it starts feeling like I'm commuting to some sort of work. Nah, yeah. I never feel that way on a horse. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, pretty much. So the next leak that came out, because I'm done with Cyberpunk. And because this one is kind of cool to me. So Resident Evil, it was leaked. They're working on 2 remakes. Can you guess what they are? Or do you know what
I'm going to? Well, I think. Okay, I'm gonna say 5.
Okay.
That's gonna be the gimme. I think they're gonna do it. I think Outbreak is gonna get the other one, and that's completely out of left field for me.
Okay, so you're wrong on both these. So,
damn it!
Yeah, the first
Those
one.
were my wishes.
Yeah, that was kind of more of
Code Veronica, probably. Actually,
Code Veronica is one of them.
That makes sense. Sense.
And that one doesn't surprise me. That one makes sense because that's logically after 4, you would go Code Veronica, then maybe 5 if you were gonna do a remake.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they skipped Code Veronica and went right to RE4. I think mainly because people don't like Code Veronica as much as RE4, and I can totally see that. I don't know how much you remember about Code Veronica, but
I know that it was kind of why play this? It was an older, they stayed to the. it was old in the present time, I guess, is how I'd put it. It still had tank controls and shit, right?
Yeah, it was still tank controls. It was a Dreamcast game when
I
it
was
came
gonna say,
out.
wasn't it a Sega Dreamcast only game?
Yeah, I remember buying a Dreamcast just for this game. I think it's really good, but it's really fucking hard. And it's really like a couple of spots where you can just like fuck your entire run and you have to start the game over, which was an issue. Like, let's be honest, that's an issue.
Well, that's an issue, but especially back then when you couldn't just Google, is Code Veronica fucked?
Yeah,
Like,
it happened to me. I still remember it because I bought my Dreamcast for this game and I got it, and luckily I had nothing going on that weekend. But it switches from Claire to Chris, right? And
yes, I do know that. Yeah.
if you don't put the right items in the item box at the right time, you can switch to Chris or you can switch to Claire, and all you have is like a handgun with no bullets.
So the other character has all the other stuff.
Yeah, so the other character has all the stuff because you didn't know you were about to switch characters, and none of it's in the item box. And one of the switches happens right before a boss fight. So like if you don't see it coming, like I tried as a kid, like I say kid, but once again I was probably 17, 18. I tried
Wow.
beating the tyrant on the airplane, and I just remember only having a handgun with no bullets, and it was like my game was pretty much soft locked because there was no way to do it. And it happens like 2 or 3 times.
I imagine like in game, like Chris opens up the box and there's nothing in there, and he just goes, "Selfish bitch."
Yeah, fucking bitch, and then he walks in. And the tyrant just attacks him and kills him. Yeah, but that's how that game was. So like, and it's so fucking hard too, man. Like,
so we got to be getting the remake isn't gonna have the like behind the back.
I would assume it's the same thing.
Yeah, dude. But like, can I just take a step back before you announce what the next one is?
Uh-huh.
How fucking amazing would it be, though, to never have played any of these games and then sit down and play all of these remakes in a row?
It would be fucking sweet. Especially...
It would be fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, and that's what the fucking next one, too, because this one stunned me. And looking at it, I'm like, actually, that might be really cool, is RE0.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What's his name? Billy?
Billy.
Is that Billy?
It's Billy and Rebecca. Oh, yeah, and Code Veronica does have my all-time favorite character name for a guy, which is Steve Burnside. Like, it is my favorite name, Steve Burnside. It's like the most generic yet trying to sound cool name of all time.
Yeah, it's a used car salesman name.
Yeah, dude, anytime I have to make up a name, I just always go Steve Burnside. Like, whenever people like ask me my name, and I don't want to give them my real name, that's what I use.
So that's your porn name. I go with Pete. I go with Pete Jones when I got hit one of those.
Yeah, Pete Jones. Yeah, I'm always go Steve Burnside because it's so ridiculous. And he's so stupid. So fucking stupid. He's so fucking annoying in that game. I hate him so much, but he has the best name of all time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to a remake of that. Now, Zero, I think, is one that is kind of unfairly hated. Like, I actually really liked Zero. I especially like the intro on the train.
Yeah, I think that train sequence fucked me up as a kid, man. Like, that game scared the living shit out of me.
Yeah, you would have been very young at that game.
Yeah, that game, because Resident Evil 1 remake was right before Zero, I think.
Correct.
Yeah, so I knew Resident Evil 1 from the PlayStation, so I kind of knew what that game was going to throw at me, and I wasn't as scared. But when I played Zero, it was like a whole brand new Resident Evil experience, and like I couldn't handle it. I realized I couldn't handle horror games at the time.
Yeah, I always remember whenever like talking to you about horror games back in the day, even Dead Space, you're like, dude, I can't play it. It just scares me too much. I don't think it's worth it.
It wasn't, dude.
Yeah,
it
back
was
in the
not
day.
worth it. Dude, I tried so hard. Like, Dead Space was my Easter present, and I'm like, this is so fucking good. But I'm having heart palpitations, and oh my god, it's so good, but I can't.
Yeah, horror games never did that to me. Only Whales and Death Stranding did that to me. Well, I was freaked out. But I also like in that train sequence whenever like the zombies are like just sitting on the seats and they'll like get up randomly. That always did scare the shit out of me as a kid.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's really what got me. It was like, that's where I felt like nothing was safe. I never knew what was going to be alive or dead. And then there was like slugs. I'm like, oh, great. Now they're just slugging around the train anywhere they want to be.
Yeah,
I'm over this.
I think the reason that game was hated was because of the no item boxes, which was stupid. And then the boss battles in that game weren't very good. The swapping characters.
Yeah, the swap. Yeah,
was cool.
I was gonna say that was what they were trying to. I think they were trying their best to make the swapping unique in the game itself, and I mean it was tank controls with swapping. So you're swapping between like clunky controlled characters from the start. It's not gonna always be. I don't know. It's hard to make that, I guess, fluid and really fun.
Yeah, I thought they did like enough cool things with it where like one of you would be on top of the train moving around while the other guy underneath had to open things for you. Like there was enough like cool things with the swapping that I thought you had to do something to change it from the remake the previous year. So they at least tried something with the two characters and the swapping. It makes me wonder if this one, like this remake, will be 2-player.
I was going to say, this kind of opens up for a perfect 2-player game, and this might be their test go before 5.
Yeah, it might be, and I think this game would be really good with 2 people. Sick graphics. Like, just imagine that train sequence with the job they did on 2 and 4. So, like, I can imagine it being really good.
Oh, and the aesthetic of Zero was really neat. Like that train was very unique. I can vividly see it.
Yeah,
you know?
That was the thing too. Like the train was really good, but then after you get out of the train, which was cool because it just crashed into the mansion. It was just a different mansion. Like it was kind of the same thing. Then after that, standard lab. So it got really like trite and predictable after that beginning. But the beginning train sequence will be something to behold.
It will be. And I think there's a lot of... They'll probably... If they change it to co-op and they do a lot of that stuff, I'm sure the game has to change significantly. And I'd assume they're going to change the end of the game a lot, because that's when a lot of the swapping, I think, really occurs.
Dude, I never replayed this game. I played it when it came out, like once or twice. So it's one of those... The train is so iconic that the rest of the game is just hard to even remember.
Yeah, I do. I think I remember one hallway from the mansion. That's it. But I can almost remember every single room from Resident Evil 1.
Yeah, pretty much. But I've played Resident Evil 1 so many times.
Right. I think you're onto something where it's like you played it, you kind of were like, okay, that was cool, and moved on. Or you didn't really even give it a shot. There was no real replayability in that game.
There wasn't. Yeah, it was like just played it once or twice. I remember it had zombie monkeys, which I was a fan of.
That sounds miserable, dude.
I don't know. They were fun. In that game, you didn't have to it's going to be hard in a third-person shooter, though, to hit those fuckers now that you say it.
I know. Well... There's something about monkeys that freak me out, dude. I think they're way too powerful, and I give them all the respect they need.
Dude, monkeys are
I don't want to fuck
strong.
with a monkey,
You don't fuck
dude.
with a monkey.
No, he's ripping my dick off. Like, there's a human can't do that as quickly.
There's no way to stop it either. You just kind of have to hope it kills you quickly.
It won't.
No, it's just gonna toy with you. It's gonna beat you slowly to death, and you're not gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah, it'll use your body for like American sports Yeah, it'll be fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
Just for fun.
And you don't want them zombified. That's worse.
Yeah, now they're super hungry.
Now they want to
Now
eat
they're
you.
angry.
Now they're angry coming at you. Yeah, so let's hope that these leaks are true, because I'm down for both these remakes. I think that would be cool.
Oh fuck yeah! I would throw down money for either of those, both of them, whatever. Feed me.
Especially
You're doing
with
great.
the news of another leak that was going around, and this one wasn't like the remake leaks. Everyone's pretty sure about these ones, but Resident Evil 9 apparently keeps getting like worked on and scrapped. It's one of those. That's why we haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so they don't know. But the latest thing is that it is going to be open world in some way.
Weird.
Yeah, I don't like that idea at all, but it's Resident Evil, so I want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I know. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm cringing.
Because
I'm trying to think.
Too,
I'm
when
like
you're
trying
thinking,
to think what it could be.
Yeah, what that could mean, because I've played open world zombie games. Like I played Dead Island, didn't like it. Did you Dying Light? It's okay.
Yeah, I'd say Dying Light's charming for like 10, 15 hours, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah, okay. And I don't want Resident Evil to turn into something like that. You know what I mean? Like, are they trying to make a 60-hour open world Resident Evil game? Because that sounds fucking terrible.
And like, I just like made myself gag. I thought of like, what's Ethan's kid's name? Rose? Is that her name?
Yeah, Rose.
What if it's like Rose in a RV, like traveling? Like, I'm just like thinking of the stupidest
The worst
shit
thing
now.
it could possibly be.
Like, oh no, is it like Ethan's boring family vacation?
Yeah, because the
mold. I don't know.
Who knows? Like, because originally they were saying it was just going to take place on an island, and you were going to play as Jill and Leon, and it was the end of the mold saga. It was like the last part. So maybe they took that. So now the island is just like a giant open world. Who knows? It's all speculation and leaks, so no one's really like sure.
That makes me. That sounds like it's Far Cry with Resident Evil.
That's what. I don't
like that.
I don't like that at all. And is it going to be a first-person open world game? How do you make scary set pieces? I don't know. Has there ever been an open world horror game that you can think of?
What's the fucking Days Gone was kind of creepy.
Okay, I've never played Days Gone, but yeah, that's a open
motorcycle,
world.
And you're like Seattle, Washington, basically. It's actually, I think, it's like was underrated. I think it's getting its dues now with the remaster. People are realizing it's actually a really fun game. It's just like, if you're not into the motorcycle grunge, it's kind of an immediate turnoff, but there's a lot to that game that isn't just motorcycle grunge.
Yeah, I'm not into motorcycle grunge or that.
No, me neither. Like, I would never pay into that, but I got it for free, checked it out. I'm like, oh, this game's like really cool besides that.
Yeah.
So I mean, the only thing I'm trying to say, if someone was like, you have to make a Resident Evil open world game, what would it be? I would say Resident Evil 2, and you're watching the city go to shit slowly, and you're trying to prevent it as a cop. Like, that's the only thing I could think that might be kind of cool.
That does sound cool. Like, but then that's almost just like a remake of.
Right, and like that's fucking with the canon.
Yeah, I don't know.
Raccoon City just like went to shit. So I don't know either. I'm throwing my like what might be fun, and I don't think like running around in the jungle is what I want Resident Evil to be at all.
I mean, some of that in 5.
They did, yeah. Again, I don't know. I don't need more of it.
Yeah,
but you get Chris punching boulders. It's
a different animal. Chris, you're right. Yeah.
Love superhero Hulk Chris on an island, sweet. But if I'm like Jill and like Leon, like camoing. Like, what is it? Snake Eater with zombies? I don't know.
I do hope you play as Jill or Leon. That would be great.
Yeah, she's got to be dirty the whole time.
Yeah, very dirty, very sexy. That's the problem, though, with this. From the leaks of RE9 that we've gotten so far, is like every time there's a new leak, it seems like they've completely changed the game. So either they've been working on this thing since 8, and whatever they're trying is not working, or all these leaks are wrong. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, and I mean, they have money in the bank. They're giving us product. I can't complain. Like
Capcom is
probably
killing it.
Yeah, they're putting out way more content than any other studio.
Yeah, they have been so like nailing everything lately. So you do want to have
and if they want to
faith in
take the and I do have faith in them. And it sounds scary, but I do think that since they're remaking their old games and they're kind of, improving them a little bit, they're probably, as a company, looking to advance the product in a different direction, So, I can't blame them for that.
Yeah, you have
open world
to.
Trend is huge. So.
And you have to reinvent Resident Evil every couple of years to keep it relevant,
Right, exactly. And I think, even though I liked the latest one, I don't really care to talk about Ethan ever again. We're good. We can move on.
Yeah, Ethan, I think because they kind of wanted to make him generic, he turned out too generic, I think.
Yeah, he was way too cashier for me, man.
Yeah, basically. Like, he had no personality, didn't care about him at all. And it's like, especially when you've created your other characters like Chris, Barry, Leon, fucking...
Yeah, right. You get Barry. It's like, what the fuck? Steve Burnside?
Steve Burnside. Like, there's just so many great male... Like, the RE franchise has, like, my favorite male characters in them.
And that's saying something, because you hate men.
Yeah, men are the worst. But I think they just give me that, like, nostalgia, like, 90s Predator Arnold vibe.
They're like demi-heroes. Like, they're one step away from being superheroes. But they're real people that are just so badass.
Yeah, that's kind of why I love them. So, go into the remake I actually played this week. I did get Onimusha 2. I don't know, did you get it at all?
No, I actually had a really busy... I was out of town this weekend, so I didn't get the game. But this is on my radar. I'd love to hear what you think about it.
I got it. I went through it in like 2 days. I don't know, man. I didn't really think I had that much fun with it, to be honest. Like...
No?
Nah, it didn't do anything for me. Like, I remember really, really loving this one, but I don't know, man. It was hard. It's been so long since I've used tank controls. I remembered really, like, enjoying the first Onimusha remaster, but this one, I don't know what it was. I just did not have that much of a, like, time with it, It was just, like, mid.
Yeah, that sucks. I too really enjoyed the remastered Onimusha, even with tank controls. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that's pretty sad to hear. Do you think it didn't do a good job of a remaster, or maybe that you just don't really enjoy that kind of game anymore?
Yeah, I think it's more the latter. I think as a remaster, It did everything good. And I remember just like really liking this one, and I think maybe that's what did it for me, is like I think my expectations may have been higher than what this game actually is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And like maybe you just held it in a higher regard than they even thought.
Yeah, than it should have been. I think I held this game in a higher regard than the game actually is. What it was, like what I remember it being, and what it actually is in today's day and age. It's like, like.
Hey man, sometimes games hit at the right time, and that's what needed to happen, and that's all that you needed.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I wasted $30. Like, I played the whole thing. There's still a lot about it that holds up. Like, the boss fights are fun. The level design in the game's really good. How it loops back around on itself. Like, really good level design. Just, I don't know. I remember the combat being better. Like, I found myself very annoyed by a lot of little things, you know?
Ah, interesting.
It's one of those where, like, some of these enemies just spinning at you from off screen and you can't even, like, see them to counter or block it. It's just
unfair bullshit.
Yeah, unfair bullshit. There was, like, way too much of it in this game compared to the first one.
Well, the first one's really short. Maybe they just, like, wanted to make the game a little bit longer, so they just made it annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the weapons are cool.
Some padding.
I think it's just my nostalgia glasses were so bright, and then I took them off, and I was like, this game just doesn't really hold up nowadays.
Ah, well, that's a shame.
Yeah, I would still, if you like Onimusha, I'd recommend trying it. I would just say I was slightly disappointed because I held the game in such a high regard, and I think it's just, I don't remember being 14 at this point, so, like, back then it was probably the greatest thing I ever played.
True, yeah. There weren't tropes yet in place, you know, and stuff like that. So it's kind of sounding like if I don't have a game I have that I want to play and I want to drink some beer and get a game done, this is kind of it.
Yeah, it was fun for me. It was suitable for like a 2 nights of distraction. But okay. It's more or less, I think I just wanted it to be better than it was because I remember it being so good.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that happens. But, I mean, at least you're supporting Onimusha. It's not a bad IP to throw money at, honestly. It's a good one.
It's not. And it was only $30. Like, yeah. I still played the whole game. If it was
70, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, it took me like 5 hours. I played the whole game. I beat it. Like, the fighting in it is still kind of fun, but the puzzles aren't really fun anymore. Like, the bullshit is really what got to me, where like just getting hit by stuff because, you know, it's fixed camera angles, like, you know,
yep,
shit off screen. It's like that wasn't annoying for some reason, but now I was just like so pissed off because I kept dying because I couldn't see the fucking dude lurch at me.
Right. I mean, shit's like that's not annoying because we didn't know better.
Yeah, we didn't know better back then. And, like, the plot in this game is the story. Oh, my God, is it bad?
I was going to say, it's probably, like, Power Ranger stuff.
Yeah, the voice acting's bad. It has this whole, like, gift-giving, like, side...
You lost me.
Yeah, side mission thing where you find gifts and have to give them to the other NPCs. And I was just like, I'm not doing this. Thing.
I'm not fucking Santa Claus. Yeah. I'm a samurai.
Hey, dude, it was like you're fucking like Saint Nick out there collecting presents and giving them to people,
killing fucking demons and giving presents.
Yeah, it's a weird concept, but I loved it as a kid. I would recommend it. Like, if you have nothing better to play for a week, like 2 days,
low expectations.
Yeah,
it's the same game, but a little bit better for like. Technologically it runs now.
Yeah, it runs better, but if you have like the glasses like I had, where, dude, I remember this being like one of my favorite games of all time. So it's like we were talking about it a couple weeks ago with like what's that game with the newsie? Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, and yeah.
You're like, you take off your rose-colored glasses, would it be good? And I think when you take off your rose-colored glasses, I don't think this game's that good.
Okay.
But
it's a nostalgia 10.
It's a nostalgia 10. Current 5. That's why I refuse to play Beyond Good and Evil. Even though I almost did it. I'm
gonna do it. I don't have any fucking glasses. I'm gonna prove you motherfuckers this game isn't good.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be on my list of like the next thing I want to do is play that game after I'm gonna beat Tainted Grail just to prove you wrong.
It could be fun.
It could be. All right, so real quick, I will talk about. Did you try the Blades of Fire demo?
No, because I'm guessing the demo is on the console, yeah?
Yeah, it was on PS5.
Yeah, I was looking through it on Epic Game Store and stuff, and I couldn't find it. And then you kind of messaged me about it, but I did not get to play it, no.
Yeah, and we were like very hyped for this game, but the reviews came out and they're not good. It's basically saying it's mid. And then I tried this demo, and I can concur. I had zero fun with this demo. Zero enjoyment out of any aspect of it. Really, right off the bat, hated the characters. Hated both of them. Didn't like their voice acting. Didn't like the cut of their jib. The make your own weapons thing, while a neat concept, I didn't even understand what I was doing. I don't think it was adequately explained to me what I was doing. I tried making like a couple of swords. I probably made like 5, 10, and like none of them turned out better than 2 stars. I'm like, is this going to be explained to me at some point? I'm like, okay.
They're just watching you struggle, Butts.
Yeah, it's like the game wanted me to fail at its most crucial element, so that was not a good sign. And then the combat, not good. Also, it was like you would think like, oh, God of War meets Dark Souls. Like, that does sound kind of cool, but in practice, man, I couldn't tell, like, should I dodge this? Should I block this? And a lot of it came down to just walking backwards. Like, most of the combat in the game was just like run up and hit the guy, then just walk backwards till he swings. Then run up,
dodge. Just walk away.
Just walk away.
Walk away.
You just hit him, then walk away. Like, that was the whole combat system. God forbid you had 2 or more guys on you, because from what I could tell, it was you couldn't walk back fast enough. You were just dead.
There's a walk back ability.
Yeah, like, and it's stamina based. You had the like, the concept of like, okay, I can hit this arm, hit him in the head, hit him in the nuts, hit him on this arm. Cool concept in theory, right? But then when you realize is like this leads to there not really being any sort of combo attacks.
Right, because you're like, if you hit left, up, and right, it's not a combo. Yeah, exactly. It's all like modular hits.
Yeah. So it also, and I'm guessing maybe later in the game it might matter where you hit him. But I would just run up and hit him with square, and then I had to slowly back away, and then run up.
So you're like hitting them in their arm, and then you just walk away.
Yeah, walk away, and then come back. Let me try hitting him in the head, hit him in the head, then walk back. And I just kept getting. Yeah, and then I got to the troll boss, couldn't kill it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and run past the troll. So I ran past the troll. And then when you die, it's like, oh, I lose my weapon. Okay, that's neat, but now I gotta craft another weapon before I play the game, and I don't like this crafting thing. So
because you didn't teach it to
me. You didn't want me to know how to do it.
You actively made me fail.
Yeah, it's just like strike the steel to shape it. Okay, how do I do that? Like, I don't know.
Just program it. Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Is kind of what the tutorial was. So yeah, big Blades of Fire, no good from the hour I played it.
This sounds like I kind of want to pick it up, but like on sale and stream it for fun.
Yeah,
it sounds like I like do a walk away run.
Yeah, just walk away, man. You walk up, hit them, just start backing up till your stamina comes back, then go hit them, then walk away like that. There might be more to it after a couple hours, but Blades of Fire is not getting more time out of me, I'll tell you that much.
That's fair. I thought, like, once I looked into it more, a lot of the animations and stuff looked goofy to me, and when that happens, it's a hard sell. Like, it's not necessarily something. It's a me thing. If your character has long arms and I disagree with the proportions, sometimes I have to sell your game off.
Yeah, and he just does look off. Like, there's something off about him.
Yeah, he had an uncanny valley, and it started making me question Blades of Fire as a whole.
Yeah, the concept of, like, you're just going to kill the queen is kind of interesting. I like that about it. Like, oh, we're going to go kill this lady. That's okay, cool. I'm down.
It seemed fairy tale-y, which I like that. You know, it was like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Quick, easy, simple kind of story. But yeah, everything I saw, it was like trying to take itself a little too seriously. The things had to do seemed like they were too important for, and you know, it seemed like a lot of busy work.
It is. And maybe if you like the crafting set, doing that, like crafting things and like building your weapons and then going out and hitting something and slowly walking away. But, you know, it invites a lot of comparisons to certain games, and it's like, why would I play this over God of War? Or why would I play this over a good Dark Souls game? Like, there's just...
Yeah, this actually made me want to play Lords of the Fallen again, like, because you just recently did.
Yeah, Lords of the Fallen's a good game. Way better than this.
Yeah. Yeah. I do have to say something. I did beat Doom, so I have my final thoughts on it.
Okay, you can go. Do you want to go with that before we go to Tainted Grail?
Yeah, that makes sense. So I finished Doom Dark Ages. I don't think it's as good as Doom 2016, but I liked it a lot better than Eternal. Personally, I'm giving it like a 9. I kind of fucking love this game.
Well, that's good.
I think it hit at the right time for me where I needed to shoot 'em up, no bullshit, just collect some easy stuff around the corner. Nothing was too hard to do. And like I put a movie on in the background, like put on an old 80s flick and like play this game. It's a vibe. It's a good one. And I think it's in my opinion, I think it's going to be underrated, and I don't think Eternal is as good as people think it was, and I think that's unfortunate that this is getting a lot of flack. But that's my opinion on it. I do recommend it if you're a Doom fan.
Oh, yeah. I still stand by the fact that I think it's the best one. It's just 2016 hits different because of, like, the time. But everything else
if you
about
go back and play it, it might not hold up.
No,
I'm just saying,
like if you
my overall impression.
Yeah, sat down and played all 3 of these like in a row now, you would probably I would say Dark Ages is the best one. It just wasn't the time for me. I think I wasn't in a headspace to be enjoying Doom but I still would give it an 8. So
yeah, I really really like it. I
Plus,
do kind of
want. It's
one of those
zombie. Did you get the zombie, which is awesome? Zombie Doom guy.
Oh yeah, dude. You fucking die. No, you're not dead. You're just a corpse.
now you coming out of hell. Loved that. I didn't want to spoil that for you, but
yeah, that was fucking badass. That was really cool. And I don't know, it just kind of felt like an 80s movie the whole time, and I just really liked that. It was kind of cheesy. Nothing really made sense, and you felt like a juggernaut, dude, and you never fucking cared. Nothing stopped you.
Yeah.
Like, ever.
See, I think, too, like, a lot of it might have been a frame of mind I was in and when I played it as well. I'm not going to, like, pretend that, like, at that time when I had those 2 days off and I was playing that game, there wasn't, like, a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like I was
in your real life.
My real life
gonna make it.
Was really bad in those 2 days when I played it. So it is one where I would think maybe revisiting it in a right mood where I'm like happy and just want to shoot some stuff. I still think it is so good. It's the best one. Just after 9 years, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't want another one, but I think that I think they nailed it for what they were going for. I don't think it's a 10 out of 10 because, again, I think Doom in general is kind of at this point overstayed its welcome.
Yeah.
But they did a good job with it. It's like undeniably, it's more fun to play than watch. Because when you're watching it, it almost looks silly because you're like, like a bunch of green stuff and red stuff and muck and like garbage, and you're flying around. But like when you're playing it, you really get into a good fluid dance with the game, and it's fun.
Yeah, the shield's cool, like blocking the stuff, parry.
That bastard,
yeah.
you just pause him for a second while you blow some guys away for health, and then you take him out. It's like you can like strategize pretty quickly with all the utility in the game. It's fun.
And I think they actually do, Bethesda and create makers of this game do deserve a lot of credit for making a trilogy where each game in the trilogy feels different, but yet the same. Like, and they're all good. So, like, as a trilogy as a whole, I mean, it's probably, when you're, like, looking 3 games, like, 10? It might be a 10, like, because they're all good, and they're all, like, good in their own way.
If you picked up, like, the Doom trilogy for $100, like, that's a steal. Like, they're all fantastic games.
Yeah, like, you can't, like, even, like, a lot of people don't like Eternal because of the jumping and whatever. I love the combat in Eternal.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot though. Like that's the thing. It's you can't play all 3. Like playing all 3 of these games is like playing 3 different games.
Yeah,
but you don't think like you try to play each game the same, but you kind of can't.
No, you can't play them all the same, and that is what I mean. They deserve like a lot of credit for making 3 distinct games in a trilogy. Like that's like when you think
really
about
actually one of the most generic games in the world.
What? Doom?
Yeah. Like Doom is like one of the most generic games because everyone knows Doom and it's the epitome of every FPS.
Yeah, and they nailed it 3 times in a row, so fucking A to them, man. And you're right though. I think the new one is the best one. It's just at the time I was so blah in life and it just washed over me and I was just kind of like, eh.
No, I get it. I could see it. I just think mechanically I think it's getting too much flack. I think it's a lot better than people are giving it credit for.
I haven't even heard of people giving it a lot of flack, but fuck them, because it's good enough.
There's no talk about it. I think it deserves even some talk. Like, it's good.
Yeah, there's no hype. There's nothing. It kind of came and went.
Fucking Marathon stealing all the news.
Yeah,
and there are fuckers.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Things move so fast. It's like we were talking, like Monster Hunter was the biggest thing. Then it went to Claire's the biggest thing, and now this game came out and people were talking about this one. So, Tainted Grail.
Here's the secret. This secret one that dropped that I can't even find discussion on.
Yeah.
Tainted Grail. I have 5 achievements in the game. All of them are below 1% achieved by anyone.
Wow, that's weird.
In the world. Yeah, like they're all, and they're just like make potions. Like, no one's playing this game.
It is relatively cheap too. It was like $45. I thought it was getting like some momentum. I saw.
I think it will start. I think streamers like Carnage and people are going to start pushing this a lot harder. He's even in the game. He's like a voice actor. They got him on board. But it is just adult themed. Wait, what?
The average player count has been pretty low. It's only like 1,800 or 18,000.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, for that price point, the scale of this game, I just think they put all their money into the game and not marketing, which kudos to them, but I hope they get a payout for this one, because I mean, I've only played for 12 to 15 hours at this point, and I'm thoroughly impressed for it's basically a Dark Mature Oblivion clone with King Arthur lore.
Yeah, it feels like almost Soulsy.
Mm-hmm. With the aesthetic, for sure. With
the aesthetic. I do like the King Arthur factor. And it is just a really solid Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls game. Like, it's hitting all those marks pretty good.
Yeah, it really is. I really have no complaints. I think there's some like generic isms to it. Like some of the menus, some of the systems like that look generic. But there's so many options. Like, there's a really pretty branching skill tree that you can dive into and change up pretty much willy-nilly. So you can change your build around a lot. I keep acquiring some crazy fucking spells that I can't cast that I wish I could.
See, that's the only thing I would say so far I'm not liking is Magic seems really weak, but I only say I'm about 5-6 hours in. Like, I just picked it up last night. Thoroughly enjoyed Geeks. Thoroughly enjoyed the beginning of the intro, escaping the prison. Like, that was so good. I like how that guy just gets shot in the head. He's
out of nowhere. It's like, he's setting you up to, like, you're like, oh, okay, this is how they're doing the skill tree and stuff, and then he just gets blown away.
And that was what I was gonna say. That was a really cool, like, how you picked your class and character thing. Is like the guy's just asking you, like, interrogating you, and
like, why the fuck are you in jail?
Yeah, that was neat. The combat in it is pretty good. It's pretty solid. It's not Avowed good, and I think a lot of these first-person games are gonna have that issue now. You know, where it's like Avowed's the bar on first-person combat, and we're not quite there.
Undeniably, it's so good. But this is, I'd say, between Oblivion, Skyrim. Combat and Avowed. Like, I think it's a little bit better. There's more options here.
Yeah, it's better than an Oblivion, or I would even say it's probably a little bit better than Skyrim just because of the dodging and parrying.
The dodging feels pretty good, and the parrying is you can even spec into parrying in this game, which that's I always get a little bit of a chub when I can do that.
Yeah, that is your thing. You love the parry.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Yeah, I love making people pay for their mistakes. I love it. It's the best. So it's a lot of fun. It's working really well, and a first-person parry system isn't an easy thing to do. So I'm impressed with it. I've been playing Sword and Board in this game, weirdly enough, and having a complete blast.
Oh, that's cool. I've been Mage, and I have been kind of struggling. Well, I don't know if I'd say it's struggling. It's hard because Magic doesn't seem that powerful. Like, I have one spell and it doesn't do much damage, and I end up usually just going more of like a sword and dodge and then come back in.
Cast a little bit of spells, like a battle mage kind of thing.
A battle mage thing, and it's like my sword is way better to a point where, like, I'm leaning like, should I get a shield? Should I just abandon spell casting? But it always does take a while to get a spellcaster going. Like, I just got my first wand kind of thing.
Right. I picked up a couple stabs. I've just started kind of collecting some magical items that are making me sad I didn't go mage. So I'd say just stick to your path, get good at dodging, and up that spirituality, baby.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm liking this game a lot though so far, especially for $45. Like, the world is very cool, and it's very dense, and everything is trying to kill you, which I appreciate.
Yeah, like, when you come out of Oblivion, it's, like, beautiful and awesome. In this, you come out of, I want to say, arguably the best jail escape intros of any game I've ever played.
Yeah, so fucking cool.
It is really good. It's really good. And if you look through everything, you could spend, like, 3 hours going through that jail and find, like, smut and, like, spells and attribute points. It's wild.
Yeah, I was in that jail for a good, like, hour and a half.
You don't want to leave. I was like, I don't want to go. This is cool. But yeah, you walk out, and, like, the first thing I stumbled upon was, like, a blood lake. I dove in and found this, like, hidden blood lake cavern. I'm like, this game is fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's really good too, man, as far as just exploring the open world. Yeah. There's so much going on. Like, it's the opposite of, like, a lot of open world design lately. Is like, how big can you make the map, not like how interesting you can make the map. This is more like, how interesting can we make the space? And they did an amazing job.
You could tell that each space kind of has its own little story going on, or you'll come back to it maybe for a quest or something.
Yeah, when I got off the boat, like, the first thing that happened to me was I stumbled into, like, this, like, bandit camp town, and I was just, like, stalking these guys down and stealth killing them. And I never do that, but, like, the stealth killing in this game works so well.
Oh, That is something I have to say. So I'm going the sword and board strength build in this, and they have a composite strength bow. So
Nice.
it drains your endurance like almost immediately when you pull back the string. But if you hit someone with it, they fly away.
That'd be great.
It's so like if you stealth kill with this thing and hit them, they just like disappear because it's like skewering them. It's awesome.
That does sound great. Yeah. And you're right. You talked about it a little bit, but like the Arthurian lore is kind of neat. And it just even the setup of like Arthur's soul gets trapped inside of you, but then the guy helping you wants to kill Arthur. It's like I'm interested to see where that goes.
Right, and there's even at the beginning. Did you tell him King Arthur was in you?
No, he figured it out somehow. I can't remember.
See, I didn't ever say anything, and he doesn't know, like apparently. So as of right now, he's just thinking I'm helping him, but he doesn't quite know what's going on. It's interesting.
Yeah,
that you could kind of set it up like that.
That is cool. Yeah, like the dialogue options already in a couple of quests I've gotten, it's like you could see where you could do a different way of approaching various things and it would change the outcome of the story. So it seems like, because I've heard it's not a very long game, but it seems like it could be replayable.
Yeah, I would love to play this game again. Just seeing like the magic system, I'm happy I'm going strength. But seeing some of the stuff I'm getting and fucking around with, dude, summoning in this game, just to let you know, seems fucking broken. Maybe hit up some summons.
I just got a summon and I don't know, man. It seems to suck. Maybe I need to get some better ones. But like I summoned this like goblin and it sometimes it seems like he's doing stuff. Other times he's just like, where the fuck are you? I'm getting pwned over here. Like,
one of those creepy guys that throws rocks.
No, I don't know how to describe him. He's like a goblin with a club.
Oh, okay. I got a wolf that's like the size of me, and I can summon like 5 of them. And I'm not even a mage. So I just run around with a pack of wolves.
That sounds awesome. Yeah.
It is.
And it has the leveling up system is just straight Oblivion or Skyrim, which I like.
Yeah, and it's funny you could just throw bonfires down. They just threw that in. They're like, yeah, just go ahead.
Yeah,
bonfire
everywhere. One thing I don't like is there's no like waiting to get your life back, which makes it more challenging and more realistic. But sometimes I'm just like, I need my health back, and I can't even fucking go to sleep to get it back without going back to the barracks.
Actually, double check that you're not playing survival mode, because I heard there was a glitch where games were starting in survival mode without people knowing it.
And that could be.
Seriously, I'm not trying to be. Yeah, like that. I just read the patch notes, and it was like survivability was set to the default.
It says that
and it
why
should have been normal.
Whenever I'm sleeping at a camp, like at a bonfire, I don't get my health back.
Right, because I do. I can rest at a bonfire. I get my health back.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I don't. So maybe I have that glitch because maybe that's why I'm like this game
just
is
go swap your difficulty. You can do it at any time, I think. So
yeah,
you can go back. Yeah. And also, this game cooking is worth it because they have an interesting autofill slot. You can put food into there, so that's really a nice quality of life. You could just cook a bunch of food, autofill that slot, and then in circumstances where you don't have time to rest, you could just be eating, and it's actually useful, not unlike some games.
Yeah, I really do like the cooking and alchemy systems in this game because they're very simple. Like I hate
they're simple and useful.
Like I hate when those systems are so fucking overcomplicated. Like, and one neat thing is with cooking is if you cook something and it doesn't turn out good, you can go use it in alchemy to turn it into a health potion. Just stuff like that's really neat.
Mm-hmm. I am finding the crafting system of like weapons and armor to be a little bit tough. That might be on me because like maybe there's a skill I'm not aware of. But it's expensive. It's like I gotta buy a lot of leather to craft this item for this quest, but every time I make the helmet, it's a piece of shit junk. So that's getting kind of annoying.
Yeah, I haven't got to that point yet either. I find also too, I'm not amassing a lot of money.
Yeah, so far money's pretty tight in this game, which I kind of appreciate because
yeah, that's how Skyrim was too.
Interesting, yeah. Where it'll blow up once you start selling magic items. I think this game's gonna probably become a joke for the most part, but it might if you craft your own stuff, which I think this game, the best things probably will be crafting stuff. You will be spending a lot of money doing it.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I haven't really gotten there. I got to like the first town and I've been doing like side quests and stuff in there for a couple hours. Like, and whenever you first get off onto the fucking main island, like just the walking around you can do and finding and exploring stuff, it kind of like you lose yourself in not actually doing the game kind of thing.
And you never feel bad about it. Nah. You have a blast, you have fun, and I'm role playing strictly like King Arthur lackey, like for the king. Nice. And one of these guys like said something. I was walking around the open world. He said something off about King Arthur, so I just fucking murdered him and took his money and stuff. And I'm like, this is what I love about these games. He told me about his family and how he needs to do this to survive, but he said some bad words about the dead king.
Yeah, and that's why I'm here, is to save King Arthur.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to end up being a complete dick.
Oh, yeah.
Awful person.
He looks fucking awesome, too.
He does. He looks like a fucking beef tank, dude.
Yeah, dude. Fucking, he looks like the Chad you would assume King Arthur to be.
Right. He really does. When he comes, like, in front of you and stuff in the tutorial, it's just like, holy shit, this dude's awesome.
Yeah, I will say that fucking song is so bad. The one that plays all the time.
Oh my god, I know. It's so loud. It's so obnoxious and just not very good.
It just sounds like a bad Jack Black, like a guy trying to do a Jack Black, but not well. Just like, oh,
other than that, the music's good.
Yeah, other than that,
I would
that song,
is a cheesy song.
I just wanted to point out, it stood out as one of the worst songs I've ever heard in a video game.
And like you go to the menu, man, and it just blasts you in the face.
Oh my god! Or whenever you're like, I'm gonna start loading the game, and you go get a drink, and it's this fucking song blaring in the background, and it's so bad.
Get me out of here! Yeah, I agree. I can't argue that at all.
Yeah, but the rest of the game,
questionable stuff when it comes to that music,
to that particular song. Rest of this game, though, I am having a really good time with it.
I couldn't say it's definitely worth the price. Like, it's cheaper, it's not full price, and it's gonna give you your money's worth if you're at all hankering for new Oblivion, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I like this better than Oblivion so far.
Right.
I mean, it's weird just adding something as simple as like a dash can change a game so much for me. Where
sure, yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm not. I haven't tried shield yet, but like, or parrying really that much, but I am just loving the dashing in, dashing out, and fucking hitting people.
Yeah, like a battle mage in this game would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, and it adds just like, it's a weird that like just a dash can change up the combat so much to a point where I'm like, this combat is way better than Oblivion, even though it's like essentially the same with a dash.
And it's cool because you have an evasion attribute in this game. So, like, you're only going to get better at it.
Yeah.
And you might be able to dash 3 times in a row once you're good at it.
Good leveling system, too, where you can put, you get your perks and your attribute point into, like, strength, dex, that standard thing. But the trees seem really cool.
Yeah. Anything you really could imagine. You have like the practicality ones of like cooking, healing, resistance, power, endurance, dexterity, and all of those have like 6 trees inside. You can do a bunch of crazy stuff in this game.
Yeah, is this PC only? I didn't see it on.
No, unfortunately, so that's something we should talk about. Supposedly lower end machines on PC hard time running it, and consoles are like a miserable mess. So that might be something that's happening and why it might not be as popular right now. I think people are just being more patient with it than they are mad at it because they see its potential. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I didn't have
I don't
any...
think people are mad.
No, and I don't think I had any issues with it either. But I have a high-end machine, you know.
Right, me and you are running a higher-end machine, so we didn't have any issues. And I don't think I know anyone else that played this, but it ran fine for me. Like there was really nothing wrong with it. There was some clipping. I had a couple glitches, but again, they were fun and I like them kind of glitches. You know?
Nice. Yeah, because I've only played looks like 4 hours, so it's hard to say. Like I haven't had any glitches or anything happen in those 4 hours kind of thing where.
Yeah, well, I've been playing for 10 and a half now, and I mean, I can't lie. 2 of them was me just jamming to that main theme song.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's so good.
I load the game up and take a shit. I take 20-minute shits. It's a great time.
Yeah, I mean, it's
listen in the other room.
It's sitting on very positive, so.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, I think they just released some hot fixes. I don't think this game is going to go anywhere. Like, I don't think it's going to get canceled or shit out to the point where people don't buy it. I think it's just going to be a patient waiting game for some patching to make it run better. Normally I hate stuff like this, but this game is really, really impressive, and it's super ambitious. So for it to have like some troubles, I'm not surprised, and I kind of think it's forgivable because I'm so impressed.
Also, it's not like they're charging me fucking $70 to $80 and selling me a game that doesn't work. It's a smaller studio. They're like really ambitious with their first title. I mean, it's not like this is fucking Bethesda or fucking Activision or Blizzard releasing a broken game. Like, you guys have the money and the time and the resources. Your game should fucking work when it comes out.
Right. This is literally, it started at 30 and was improved to 50 people. And they're looking to put more on, but that's where they sit as a company. And
yeah. And for what I
think they're doing fucking awesome with how much this game is.
Yeah, and it's just another game where this industry is going in the right direction with a lot of these, like, small developers, fun game, $45. If it takes them a while to get it going, fine. But if you give these guys $45 and it takes you a couple of weeks to play the game, okay. But, you know, this isn't EA that sold you a $70 game that doesn't work. That's, I think, the difference. Right.
This doesn't feel like corporate scummery. This is just like, hey, we're trying our best to get you our fucking dream game to you.
Yeah, we're trying. We're gonna get there eventually.
It's so I'm looking at my post game achievements where it like can tell you how many people have also this achievement. Like it's called brew 25 potions, so that's not that many. 0.2% of people have this achievement.
Yeah.
0.2. Cook. Reach level 5 in the game. 0.4%.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's yeah. Meet King Arthur for the first time. 0.5. Like, no, like, when it comes to, like, the beginning of this game, no one's doing much. I hope it's just because of bugs and stuff, but this game really... It deserves it.
It deserves better. If that's because I mean, sitting on its reviews right now, it's 8,000 reviews, very positive. I think it's a good game. Maybe you're right though that low-end machines and consoles aren't working, so people aren't really playing it right now.
Or it's just that was when I got that achievement, and like literally overnight, people just blew up and love this game. I don't know. I hope that's the case.
I hope it's the case. It seems to be moving in the right direction, at least. Like, people are... Yeah. Like, I hadn't heard of it till you said something about it, and then I watched a couple of, like, reviews and streams. I'm like, you know what? This game seems interesting enough to give it a shot, and I'm having a fun time with it.
Yeah, I am too. I don't know if I'll beat it. Like, I don't know if I'll want to play this for 60 hours yet.
I don't think it takes that long. I think it takes if you bullseye it. I heard it's like 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I might get to the point where I'm like, I got my build and I know, I'll maybe replay this game and do more side questing. But for now, I like kind of just want to finish it. That might be where I go with this. It's giving me everything I want out of a game. Like even if I quit playing it now, I'm like, I had a good time with that.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this one a lot. Like, I have played so many games this week. Like, just because I was in a dead zone where I had nothing to play. I replayed Persona 5. I replayed Scarlet Nexus.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, Scarlet Nexus. And then I got Onimusha, and then I got this. This was the most fun I've had. Is probably this one.
It's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's weirdly refreshing because you're like, I know what I'm getting here, but then you're like, oh, it's like different.
Yeah, you know what you're getting, but yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I think it's a bad name. I think that's a big thing too. Like, no one's gonna be like, what the fuck is Tainted Grail? Like, what?
Yeah, it's hard to break into these role playing games like this too, where there's so many of them. You need some sort of hype going for you when you. Hopefully, this one gets like people. Start realizing that it is better and it is good. Because I would say I'm enjoying this more than I enjoyed Oblivion. I don't know about Skyrim, if I'm liking it more than I like Skyrim, but...
I mean, that's a bar, dude, so...
Yeah.
But it's good.
Avowed, I think I slightly liked Avowed better, but I haven't gotten deep enough into this one to really give a definitive, but... For a first impressions, they're very good. My first impressions are very good. I think it's very good.
Same. I look forward to see what more is in store, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, I'll probably have it done by next week. So then,
sweet.
Yeah, then there's really nothing coming out. We got to get the Death Stranding in, unless we want to get Night Rain. But from what I've seen of Night Rain, there's no way we'll like it.
I know, dude. It's going to be a purchase for the podcast, I think, and I don't know if I want to.
Yeah. Just from reviews I've seen, and I've watched people play it, and there's a couple issues I'm going to have with it. One, a 40-minute game is tough. You know what I mean? A multiplayer game. If someone leaves? You can't leave. You just wasted 40 minutes. When you're playing with randoms, it seems like if you get someone that doesn't know what they're doing, you're done. You're donezo.
Yeah, I mean, imagine, like I'm trying to play this, and this is your first Dark Souls game.
Yeah, or your first, you get loaded in with someone, it's their first match, they have no idea what they're doing. Nothing about the concept. I think it actually does look like a lot of fun, but you have to have the 3 people. If you have, and I only have 2 friends.
Well, I mean, the other thing is, who's good enough amongst us who can play Night Rain effectively? You and me.
You and me, and probably
my nephew.
Yeah, your nephew would be
my nephew could do it. He's probably better than us.
Yeah, he's probably better than us. We'd be holding him back. I would say maybe Hammond could play it.
Yeah, but again, it would be we'd have to start fresh together, or else I don't think we'd make it.
Yeah, and it's when are people free? It's so hard. We've been trying to do this cast here for the past couple of days, and neither of us have been free.
Yeah, it's when I got to do something, it's a couple days nowadays. That's just how things go, and same with you. It's you got to work. You work for fucking long time, man.
Yeah, I work long hours and long shifts, and it's just, and I think that's why Doom was just bad for me at the time. I was I came off
tired in real life. And
I came off a 10-day stretch of work of one of the most brutal holidays for me, and I'm let me play Doom. I was just so sad in real life. Doom couldn't save me. You know what I mean?
You got to play Doom when you just did the best workout of your life.
Yeah, and you're happy. That would be the time.
You have
to play
the fucking testosterone, and you're just my body's broken, but my mind needs death. Yeah,
I was that's why I didn't want to say that it was bad, because I knew it was good. It just wasn't there at the time.
It's not slapping right now.
It wasn't slapping. No, but yeah, pick up Tainted Grail is definitely a recommendation for me.
Yeah, you're gonna get your money's worth. There's a demo, I think, too, so just check it out. But make sure it runs, I guess.
Yeah,
if it runs, get that shit. It's really good.
Yeah, and definitely play Blades of Fire demo before you buy it.
Definitely, maybe don't buy.
Don't buy
Sorry,
Blades of Fire.
God, yeah. Tainted Grail has a terrible name and we bought that game, and then Blades of Fire, we almost bought the game because of the name.
It almost fooled us because the name Blades of Fire is so good. Yeah, marketing is so important. I'm so sad. Like, we were so hyped for Blades of Fire, but I think it was just the name was so glorious that the game
should have been a movie.
It couldn't live up to it. So, all right, you got anything else for this week?
Nah, that's it, man.
All right, like and share, subscribe, all that stuff if you made it this far. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much. See ya.
All right.